Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Gapester here. We're doing a Brawlers Guild guide for the Razorfin fight, which is one of the special card challenge encounters. And as always, before we begin, to get this special card, what you need to do is basically go fishing in Pandaria somewhere and fish up the pools. Eventually, fishing in pools will yield you the quest item to turn in and get the challenge card for Razorfin. That's all there is to it. Obviously, there's a random element to it. It didn't take me all that long. It took me about 20 minutes of fishing to get mine. So, depending on your luck, you may get it sooner or later, but that's all there is to it. Just go somewhere with a lot of pools. I recommend wherever the fishing daily is taking place, since there's pools for days around there, regardless of the fish type it happens to be. And yeah, eventually you'll get it. Okay, so for the actual fight itself, I'll be honest, I have no idea how a pure melee DPS would kill this. I just can't imagine. I mean, maybe there really aren't any melee that don't have a way to attack at ranged, but God, I tried many times fighting this guy as Windwalker, which is, my normal Brawlers Guild spec, and I could not figure out how in the hell you're supposed to actually be able to kill this guy within melee range. The basic problem is, as you can see, he's a stupid floppy shark with a stupid floppy fin, or 4 of them, and he's a pain in the ass. If you get into melee range of him and he flops kind of near you, and I don't even mean the ability that he casts called flop, I just mean if he happens to touch you in a weird way, or, looks at you funny, you'll just die instantly. Just boom, you're dead. And it's really annoying. But his hitbox is so small that you have to get close enough to be in danger to actually melee him. So I don't know what the answer is. For me, as a monk, eventually the answer I came up with was, I'm going to spec as a healer and just stay at range and pretend I can do decent DPS as a ranged damage dealer. I can't, but since he is a fairly low rank fight with only 6.5 million health, it wasn't bad enough that I couldn't kill him. So if you have any way to do ranged DPS as a normal melee player, I highly recommend you do it, even if it's much worse gear, because otherwise it's going to be very tricky for you. I know some people like rogues have the ability to spec into sort of a range spec, so that works for them, but I don't really know what something like a warrior would do in this situation. Perhaps there's a way to do enough range DPS as a warrior to kill him, but yeah, it's real painful. So I'm sorry that's not much of a guide for melee. For range players, it's pretty simple. Just don't let him get in melee range of you and just keep kiting him around and you'll kill him pretty quickly. That's all there is to it. As you can see here, if you have a pet, he will tend to aggro on your pet. So you might be able to take advantage of that depending on what class you are. And obviously, since pets don't take AE damage really, they can survive pretty much indefinitely. So take advantage of that if you can. As you see there, I tried to stun him. He's not stunnable, so I doubt he's rootable, but I didn't check that. Yeah, so kite him, use ranged attacks, and try not to be pissed off if you don't have any range like I was for so long. I hate him. Anyway, that's Floppy Razorfin, or Razorgrin. What is his name? Did I say his name wrong this whole time? Oh, who cares? Screw this fish. Bah.